Joy stood at the gate, tall, golden, beautiful, a house so large it looked like a palace. Anyone watching would think she was lucky, blessed, saved. But inside her chest, fear whispered, "Big houses can still hide monsters." The car pulled into the compound slowly. Joy stared through the window. Mr. Ade glanced at her gently. "You're safe here." She nodded weakly, not because she believed it yet, but because she wanted to. The front door opened. A woman stood there, tall, elegant, cold. Her eyes swept over Joy like an inspection. Not warmth, not kindness, judgment. This was Mrs. Ade. Mr. Ade smiled politely. "This is Joy." Mrs. Ade's smile did not reach her eyes. "Another charity case?" she asked calmly. Joy's stomach tightened instantly. Mr. Ade hesitated briefly. "She needs help." Mrs. Ade studied the girl again. Slow, deliberate, then stepped aside. "We'll see." Those two words felt heavier than chains. Two girls sat on the couch inside, well-dressed, phones in hand. They looked up lazily when Joy entered. One whispered loudly enough for Joy to hear, "Is that the street girl?" The other laughed softly. Joy pretended she didn't hear because survival had taught her something important. Sometimes silence is armor. That same evening, while the daughters lounged and scrolled through their phones, Mrs. Ade placed a bucket beside Joy, cleaned the entire kitchen. Joy nodded immediately, not because she agreed, but because she was afraid to be sent away. As she scrubbed the floor, her arms ached, her back burned. From the living room, laughter echoed. Not for her, never for her. Days passed. The pattern became clear. Joy washed clothes. Joy cleaned floors. Joy served meals. Joy carried heavy loads. The daughters did nothing, not because they were incapable, but because Joy had been assigned a role. Not daughter, not guest, not family, servant. One afternoon, Joy accidentally dropped a plate. It shattered loudly on the floor. The room froze. Mrs. Ade turned slowly, her voice calm, dangerously calm. "Useless girl." Joy's hands trembled as she knelt to clean the broken pieces. One shard sliced her finger open. Blood dripped quietly onto the tile. She didn't cry because she had learned crying only made things worse. That night, Mr. Ade returned from work. He smiled when he saw Joy serving dinner. "How was your day?" he asked gently. Joy hesitated, then forced a small smile. "Fine, sir," because she didn't want to lose the only safety she still had. Behind her, Mrs. Ade watched, eyes sharp, warning. Later, alone in her small room, Joy stared at the ceiling, her hands raw, her body exhausted, her heart heavier than ever. She whispered into the darkness, "Daddy, I'm tired." A single tear slid silently into her hair. Not loud, not dramatic, just honest. Downstairs, Mrs. Adame sat with her daughters, her voice low. "Your father is getting too attached to that girl." One daughter scoffed, "She's nothing." Mrs. Adame's eyes narrowed. Nothing can still become a threat. The camera lingers on their faces, cold, calculating, because some battles are not fought with fists, but with plans. Joy stood in front of the mirror, not to admire herself, but to study the girl staring back at her. Thinner, quieter, older than her years. A girl who had buried her childhood, and yet, somehow, still standing. Breakfast table. The daughters laughed loudly, their plates full. Joy stood beside the table, waiting. Mrs. Ade placed a small plate in front of her. Half portion, cold food. "That's enough for you," she said casually. Joy lowered her eyes, not because she agreed, but because hunger had taught her to be grateful for anything. One of the daughters smirked. "Village girl should be happy she's eating it all." Laughter, sharp, cruel. Joy chewed slowly, swallowed pain with every bite. That afternoon, Mr. Ade returned early. He found Joy washing clothes outside, sweat on her forehead, hands red from soap. He frowned slightly. "Joy, you don't have to do all this alone." Mrs. Ade appeared instantly, smile prepared. "She insisted," she said smoothly. "Says she wants to feel useful." Joy froze. Mr. Ade looked uncertain. Joy nodded slowly, because sometimes truth feels too dangerous to say aloud. Evening. Joy carried a tray carefully across the living room. A glass slipped from the tray. It shattered. Silence fell instantly. Mrs. Ade's eyes darkened. Before Joy could speak, a sharp slap landed across her cheek. Time froze. The daughters watched, smiling. Joy's face burned. Her ears rang. But she didn't cry. She bent slowly and began picking up the broken glass. That hurt more than the slap itself. That night, alone again, Joy opened her small bag. Inside was a folded, worn photo. Her parents, smiling, happy, a life that once existed. She traced her father's face gently with her finger. "I won't break," she whispered. Not loudly, not boldly, but with something stronger than volume. Resolve. Downstairs, Mrs. Ade stood in front of her daughters, her voice low, cold. "That girl is becoming too calm." One daughter scoffed. "So?" Mrs. Ade's eyes narrowed. "People who stay calm while suffering are dangerous." A pause. "We must be careful." The daughters exchanged glances, because for the first time they felt something unfamiliar. Unease. Late that night, Mr. Ade walked past Joy's door. He stopped, listened. No music, no laughter, just silence. He frowned. Something didn't feel right anymore. Not proof, not evidence, just instinct. And instinct had a way of being right. The next morning, Joy did something different. Very small, very quiet, but very important. She looked Mrs. Ade in the eye when she spoke. Not with anger, not with disrespect, but with presence. Mrs. Ade noticed immediately. Her smile tightened, because dominance only works when the other person stays small. That night, Mr. Ade sat alone in his study. Papers spread before him. Documents, names, bank records, property transfers. He stared at one name repeatedly, a familiar surname, Akori. He picked up his phone, dialed quietly. "I need to know who really benefited from Emeka Akori's death." Pause. All of them. He ended the call, leaning back slowly. The truth was no longer approaching. It was already inside his house, watching, waiting. And somewhere upstairs, Joy sat on her bed, unaware that the storm gathering would soon change everything.